What is going on, YouTube? It is Sunday night. We're going to take a look at actually all four coins tonight since we got a lot of action going on. We're going to look at Ethereum, we're going to look at Litecoin, we're going to look at XRP, and we're going to look at Bitcoin. But before we do that, I wanted to let you know that my wife is into crafting, as you all know, and she's made some cool merchandise for me. Take a look at this. Really neat. I use it every show. She can make you one. Only $6. It's got my CryptoVision logo in there. Pretty nifty. Look at that. You got the Bitcoin symbol. You got the Litecoin symbol. Ethereum. Of course, XRP. Bitcoin Cash. We can make you one of these. Just let us know what symbol you want on that, and we'll get one out to you ASAP. Let us know what symbol you want. If there's any kind of crypto you want, just let us know in the comments below. We also sell coasters. That way you can set the drinks down on while you're watching a show. Only $5 a piece. We can put any crypto symbol you want on there. Just let me know what you want. We could do 1 for $5, or we could do 4 for $20. Well, guys, I'm happy to see that the market's green right now. And, you know, I'm up a little bit in profits too, but I want to warn you. I think a lot of this has to do with the president's decision to, you know, make that attack on Iran. I think a lot of this Iranian stuff, I think a lot of fear is what's probably propelling the upward price movements. That's what I've seen. So, yes, it's great the prices are up right now, but I just want to caution you, if you're buying this simply because it's green right now, you know, if you got like, you know, say if you were a guy like me or a lady who wanted to buy, like say if you had a couple of $100 or $150 and you wanted to buy one Ethereum, okay? What I would do, give this news, I mean, if you think it's going to keep going up, then by all means jump in and buy it. But what I would do if I were you is I would just like, you know, let's see how this goes. I hope there's not a war. I never promote war. And I'm always one for peace, of course. And I don't want my profits to be driven up by fear. I'm not that kind of person. You know, I want this to be done naturally. I don't want, you know, as we all know, when it comes to investments, you know, sometimes natural things or disasters like this, or, you know, natural disasters or political, you know, political events may influence investors to want to jump in and say, hey, I better pick this up while I still can. This might be a safe haven for me to pick my money up. What I'm trying to say is, give this a few. If you're only solely getting into crypto just because of this event from Iran, what I would do if I were you, give it a few days, maybe give it a week to see how things go. You know, hopefully there's a peaceful solution that's achieved, and we can avoid war, and everything will be fine. You know, I want the prices to go up for the right reasons. You know, I don't want to, you know, think that I'm making money because there's turmoil in the world. That's not the kind of money I want. I don't want to be a part of anything like that whatsoever, because I like to think I'm a person of moral fiber. And, you know, for me, you know, I would, you know, because here's the thing. I'm going to say this, and I don't feel too good saying it, but if, like, say if there is a peaceful resolution and we don't have war, I hope we don't. If we don't go to war and people start, you know, things start to get back to normal, you know, everybody starts to calm down, then there's a possible, possible chance that, you know, we could, you know, the interest of the cryptos could start to dwindle a little bit. You know, this run might start to fizzle out. So my point is, if you're getting into this thinking that this crisis could fuel a huge bull run, don't think that way. Because I pray to God a peaceful solution can be reached. I hope cooler heads will prevail. I hope we don't go to war. I don't want to see anybody hurt or anything like that. I don't want to see stuff like that. I don't want to think that I'm making profits because people are miserable. That's just not my style. And I'm hoping that a peaceful resolution will be made. But I just want to err you on the side of caution. Don't buy into stuff like this just based on events like this because, you know, gosh, it's so hard to say. How do I say this? Just use your better judgment. If you're buying it because of this reason, if you're thinking this Iran thing's gonna make you some money, don't think that way. Don't think that way. Don't just buy because you think you're gonna make a crap ton of money because of this. Because hopefully, with the grace of God, there'll be a peaceful solution. It'll all be over with, and everything will get back to normal. And the problem, the only issue with that is if you bought in thinking, oh, there's going to be a war, and there's not a war, and the interest dies down, you're just kind of, I guess, left holding the bag. So my advice would be wait a couple of days, see what happens. Hopefully, there's a peaceful solution that happens here, and everything will be fine. But I like seeing the prices. We've been sitting, like for Ethereum, we've been sitting around 132, 134 for like almost a month. Well, about 2 weeks at least. And now it's at about 138, and we're sitting on about 139. So I just have a gut feeling that this Iranian crisis could be part of what's fueling this. And the message here is just please be careful. Don't just buy in on stuff like this. Buy into crypto because this is something you believe in, and this is something that you think is going to be a good investment in the long run. Don't buy in because everybody's buying in because of this Iranian thing. Because guess what, guys? Hopefully there's a peaceful solution that comes of it, and it'll all be over with in a week, and the prices will all subside again. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, warn you, don't go into it thinking like that. So, anyway, with that said, we're going to take a look at, like I said, XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin because everything is up today. So, let's go ahead and get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin started out at about 7,500, it looks like. Ping-ponged around a little bit. Took a bit of a dip. Went down to about 74.11, it looks like. And then we shot all the way back up to about, let's see what that says, 75.42. So it looks like it's trying to break out. Bitcoin is trying its hardest to break out, but there's just a massive amount of resistance, guys. And I just think that it's just going to take one heck of amount of volume to push this thing up. And I do think that the bulls are forgetting, I think the bulls are definitely forgetting how powerful this thing could be. I think at any moment, we're going to have an explosion of just huge potential with this, there's a big move coming. I feel like it could be tomorrow. I could be totally wrong, and there could be a huge move coming. I feel like, that's why I don't put a whole lot of money into this. I just put enough where, okay, if it went up a little bit, fine. If it didn't, if I dropped $50, it's not gonna hurt me at all. But anyway, like I said, right now your support level for Bitcoin is around, I'd say, $7,300 to about $7,600. Once you hit that $7,500 to $7,600 level, that's when you start to hit that resistance. That's when it starts pushing the coin down, and that's what causes it to start falling to lower lows. So we got to break past that resistance level of $7,600, and we need to start creating more higher highs, guys. I mean, these little candlesticks are starting to get really tight here, and I just have a feeling that a major move is coming. I just have a feeling. I feel it in my bones. But just like I said, don't just buy in because of this Iranian crisis. Buy in because it's something you believe in and something you like, I'm going to hold on to this for a while. And if I make some money, great. So let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. And XRP is not looking too bad. Like I said last night, with XRP, until we start getting into the 20 cents again and we start going up by increments of a penny, I'm going to continue to say we're, since it's kind of, let's see. Yeah, we're going to say your range right now for XRP is about 18 to 19 cents. That is your support level. And let's see, did you reach 20 cents today? For XRP, it looks like, no, you didn't quite. Let's see, hold on. Point nine, you're almost there, guys. I think you're on the cusp of reaching 20 cents for XRP. But like I said, this could be a possible fake out, or it could just be the beginning of the next big bull run. I really couldn't tell you that. But I think for the short term, you're going to see prices in the 20 to 25 cent range, maybe 30 cents. If we have a nice little run, it might jump up to 40 cents. And I think in the longer term, $1. And if we have anything like we did in 17, I'd say, like I said, $3.50 to $4. But then, like I said, guys, if it does go up that high, don't fall in love with it. Get out, take profits immediately, because it's just not sustainable. Those are not support levels for XRP right now. So let's move on to Litecoin. It's been a while since I've covered Litecoin. So, Litecoin. Litecoin's actually doing pretty well too. That's why I decided to go ahead and cover it today. So Litecoin, guys, we started out the day at about 43.17. It looks like we ping-ponged around, and then right around here is our high point. Shot up to about 44.64, it looks like, and then quickly retraced. We met that resistance and started going down again, 43. So we're kind of hanging out in the $43 range, and just kind of 44. So I'd say about 42 to 43 to 44. That's about your support level for Litecoin. So I think for a while now, I'm going to start doing Litecoin again. If you're okay with this, I'm going to go ahead and start doing all 4 coins again. I'll make them brief, but I do want to start including everybody again. So like I said, guys, I think Litecoin, you're going to be probably around $65, $75. Maybe even, I think you could get back into the hundreds again when we have our big run. So Litecoin's looking good. Let's go ahead and move on to Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum will be our final crypto. Alright guys, it looks like for Ether today, this is the one I have a full Ethereum of, and let me say that my miner is doing quite well. I'm doing about 29 to 30 hashes a second for my RX 570. I couldn't be happier. And I feel I'm going to show you my first payment. I get about 0.01 every week. I do plan on buying more graphic cards, and I'll be getting more. So the more graphics cards I get, the more money I'll get. So with Ethereum, we started out the day at about 136.11, kind of ping ponged around. Started then, we started shooting up here. 138, and then 139, and then we kind of then went to 135, and then we went to 138. And let's see. And so far, guys, 139, 139.80 is your high, and your low for today is about 136. So right now, actually, 136, 135 is your low, and 139 is your high. So you got about a 132 to 138 support. Once you hit that 138 now, 138 is right now for today the new resistance. We're hitting about 139.75, and that's when we're hitting resistance, and it's kind of pushing the coin back down again. Once we break through that 140 resistance, once this kind of Iranian thing scare is over with, if we can continue the momentum of a 140 and build above, we got to consolidate out, guys. That's the key. We got to consolidate out 140, 150. Then we could get back up to 200 again. But everything's looking good right now, guys. So I'm just going to leave you with this. Invest in cryptos because you think it's something right to do. Don't just think, oh, this is a great time to get in just because of this instance, this Iranian thing. Just please remember, hopefully a peaceful solution can be reached with this. And if it is, remember, the news will be quickly forgotten. And that means interest in this. If this is the reason why, I'm just going to be honest. If this Iranian issue is the reason why we're going up, if there is a peaceful solution, and I pray to God that there is, but if there is a peaceful solution to this, the interest will completely drop, and you'll be left holding the bag. So if that is the reason, I'm not saying that this is the reason why we're going up, but if this Iranian issue is the reason we're going up, and there is a peaceful solution in a couple of days, which I hope there is, if there is a peaceful solution and it all gets forgotten within a week's time, we're going to be right back to where we were yesterday or the day before this happened. Because I've seen stuff like this happen before. So I'm happy everything's green right now, but just err on the side of caution, guys. Let's hope for peace. And this is Crypto Vision, Sunday night, signing off, guys. Peace out. Happy investing.